Yeah.
So today we want to talk about signs that you met your twin flame.
Oh, you've met your twin flame. Or we've met our twin flame. So we want to share our story, how we met our twin flame.
How we met each other.
How we met. This is what a harmonious twin flame really is. But I'm glad you're here now. Alright, so we're going to talk about a few things that make our twin flame reunion harmonious. And what do we have? The harmony. Oh my goodness. So like
Number one.
Numero uno. Harmonious.
Harmonious.
Means that we're like in each other's heads all the time. We'll constantly be thinking what the other person is thinking and like desiring what the other person is desiring on lots of different levels. So that is sign number one. Sign numero. What's the next one?
We want to be together all the time.
Number two, we want to be together all the time. I mean, it was challenging in the beginning because we both had so much going on and we couldn't always be together and we had to fly back here and there. But then, yeah, even now that we can spend all the time together,
we spent the first year every day we spent together and we never got on each other's nerves.
No.
What?
I mean, we so rarely get on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
I think Jeff and Sheila, if I'm pronouncing it right, they put it so well in their video talking about the harmonious twin flame reunion that what did I want to say? Yeah, the only time like a harmonious twin flame reunion is going to get in conflict with each other is when they're not in line with God, with the universe, with creation, with the divine, you know.
I mean, we had a time where we were not so connected to the divine as well, and I think that was our most challenging
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that was our most challenging time, but we got over that, and since then everything is fine. And we never really have fights, rarely discussions. Actually, only when we're hungry.
On the first day that we met, we went out looking for koalas. Oh no, that was the second day. On the second day that we met, we went out looking for koalas, and we just spent a whole lot of time in each other's presence. And yeah, we realized that we had this really similar, so much in common, and it was just like uncanny the amount of parallels we could draw within each other's lives with ours, and yeah, it's been like that ever since. Hey, we're just constantly thinking the same thing. You don't have to ask.
Sometimes we don't even have to talk.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Know what you mean.
Let's do that.
Yep.
Sounds a bit spooky, but it really is like that.
And then we're always seeing like, especially Tatiana, she's just like the queen of angel numbers. She will just like constantly picking up 1111 when it's 1111 or 2323 all the time, numbers everywhere, number plates, man. Tatiana's been seeing like quadruple numbers everywhere all the time on the street. If we go for like a half-hour drive, she'll probably see like 20, 15, 20 numbers that are like quadruple. She's just, and I don't even think that they put out so many quadruple number plates in the street.
So Otis and I, we met in Australia, and yeah, like I said, since the beginning we were so connected, and in the beginning we were also just friends. And then we wanted to separate a few times, so we traveled together. We ended up traveling together, and then we wanted to separate a few times, but it felt so wrong.
Yeah.
And we both felt so comfortable in each other's presence.
Yeah.
And yeah, even though it wasn't a love relationship for me back then, I just couldn't go away from him. And I felt so drawn to him in a special kind of way. And yeah, so we never ended up separating. One time we did have to separate,
yeah,
because Otis had to visit some family, and yeah, but it didn't even feel like a separation. I mean, we missed each other so much.
Yeah.
I think we even learned to love each other even more during that separation.
Yeah.
But it still felt like he was still there with me emotionally.
Yeah.
So I knew he's gonna come back to me, and yeah. So even if I'm just spending one day away from Otis, you know, I feel.
Yeah, we totally feel that pull back towards each other.
Yeah, that's the right word. It just feels like a pull.
Quite often as well, I'll get so focused on a project that I need to get done, and I'll just be like completely just dreaming off the ground trying to get this thing done, and then I need to have Tatiana just to bring me back down and ground me, and with that beautiful feminine energy that's just open and loving and caring, and it's just really important to have, because otherwise I just get too lost in doing stuff and thinking that I need to be this or that or do this and that, and then you're just constantly there like, come, it's all good, be here.
Yeah. And another big thing is, I've never felt so loved by anybody. Like, I just feel unconditional love from Otis, and I'm sure and I hope it's the same for you.
Oh, absolutely.
But I never feel like I have to be something, I have to look the best I can, or you know, I just know I'm so truly loved, and things I think they're signs too.
So if anyone doesn't know, Tatiana is studying natural medicines, and she is just amazing with finding out the right information to what people need to be able to heal. She's just totally tuned in, and for some reason the right information will just come along, and it's you know, it's really miraculous. I mean, I suffered from an autoimmune disease for 6 years, and it was so incredibly debilitating to be dependent on medication, the doctors, you know, not having answers that really stood up and made sense to me. And then, you know, as soon as I went off the medication and symptoms started to come back, Tatiana there was some natural instinct within her that she just knew what to do. She knew what I needed. She knew where there is. I mean, we believe that there is a path out there if people are willing to, you know, adventure off the regular, normal, beaten track, that they're gonna find what they need to find to overcome their challenges. What's that? Yeah.
There's a lesson to learn from every disease we face.
Yeah.
And we should never give up hope. If we have that faith and believe in a solution, the solution will come and, you know, show up.
What's a Dr. Dyer book?
There's a solution to every problem.
With the attitude that there is a solution to every problem, you're gonna find a solution to every problem when you search for it. I mean, it's not about the words that we say. It's, you know, it's not even about what we do, but it's always about the intent behind that what we're saying or that what we're doing. It's always the intent behind it. So if your intent is for positivity, is to find solutions, if you have a growth mindset, if you're focused on the positivity, if you're focused on the future, what you like best in the moment, and constantly future focused, then you're going to find solutions to your problems. You're going to attract the positivity into your life. You're going to overcome the hurdles.
Yeah, you're going to attract the solution.
And you're going to find the relationship of your dreams as well along the way. I mean, there's...
Or your twin flame.
Exactly. I mean, there's so much out there for all of us. We live in a universe that is full of abundance.
Full of opportunities.
Full of opportunities, absolutely.
And solutions.
Yeah.
And it's all provided there for you. You just simply need to believe in it and take action.
And the only thing that separates us from creation, which created everything and has the power to create everything, is this mind. And as
belief system.
Yeah. I've heard someone say, like, don't let your mind take you out of the game too soon. And I also heard someone with a really awesome acronym for ego, which is edging God out. So that's like our mind, our ego is just separating us from this abundance of creation that's within the universe. It's within our universe, within your universe, that we're connected to. We're constantly connected to all this energy, yet we create so much separation and individualization, and, you know, create this distinction, like, this is you, this is me. And, you know, I've recently been learning about when babies' brains are developing. I learned this from a neurosurgeon. He says that when babies' brains are developing, all the neurons are actually connected to all the other neurons, and there's a thing called trimming. And what the brain does is it trims down these connections, so then there's like finite synapses between, like, neural pathways between the neurons. And so basically what that says is everything is all connected, and then we learn this separation, that we are separate from everything else. And that's really the part of growing up, and through wisdom and experience, that this remembering that we're all connected to everything.